I'm Tim, and today I'm going to show you how to grow strawberries indoors through the winter months hydroponically. To do that, what we're going to do is we're going to use and duplicate this tub right here. This is one that I made up earlier, but it is a hydroponic deep water culture. It's a very simple hydroponic system to use. With a little bit of practice and the right products, you can control your pH and your parts per million really easily. It's a user-friendly system. I like it. I used it last summer. Works great. So to do this project today, what we're going to need is a dozen strawberry plant starts, a 10-gallon Rubbermaid tote. We're going to need a dozen 3-inch net pots, a Sharpie, a pair of scissors, and I like to use a template to mark and cut my holes out on the lid. So like that. You're also going to need a alternate light source, supplemental light source for your plants this winter. In that fixture, you're going to need 4 23-watt compact fluorescent bulbs. These are daylight bulbs with 5,000 K, which is important. You need 5,000 K or more for vegetative growth. We're going to need 3 of these light socket Ys. We're going to need 1 light socket extender. And then of course we're going to need the nutrients and additives you're putting in your nutrient reservoir. So to begin with, you take the lid and you mark it with the holes. I have 2 straight sides on my template here to butt up against the lid so that you can just put it up like that, mark it with your Sharpie, go through and mark 12 of them like that. And then it's very easy to cut them out with a pair of straight scissors. You literally just wiggle the point of the scissors through the plastic and then cut it on your marks, and it's really pretty simple. You can see I've took me maybe 15 minutes at the most to do this one. Okay, so you get that, all the holes cut in that, you set that aside. You want to add 4 gallons of water to your tub here. 4 gallons comes just to above this little crease. And then you want to add your nutrients. I'm using Sensi Grow Part A and B. I'm also using a calcium magnesium additive. If you're using distilled water, you really need that. I'm also using Hydrozyme, which is a additive for root health and cleaning your mediums. The medium we're using today is called Grow Stones. I like it. It's just fine. So you got your 4 gallons of water in here. You add your nutrients, your other additives that you want to. I've mixed this particular reservoir to 800 parts per million and a pH of 6. So once you get all that set, your air stones in there, you're ready to go. Put your lid on, and you load all of your empty. At this point they're going to be empty. They're full now because I've taken advantage of some time and did it pre-hand. You load all your empty cups into the lid of your reservoir, like so. And then you take your empty 3-inch net cup, and you want to put a few stones in the bottom of it, just 3 to 6 stones, just enough to make a single layer in the bottom of the cup. Then you take your strawberry fresh start plant and slide it into the side. And I like to set it on the side of the cup. It makes it easier to get the stones down in there and get it packed. What you want to do is you want to take a couple of angled stones, wedged shaped stones, and pack them in on the sides to hold that starter in place, like this. And then you don't have to be too careful about the other stuff. You can just along the front of it, pack these stones right in there. You don't want to use too much pressure, so you want to get it just enough that it will hold that starter cube in place like that. Something like that. It's pretty simple. Set those down in your cup. You want to do that with all 12 of these. Get them set in there. And then you want to set your tub in place where your light source is going to be. So we're going to slide this right in place here and hook it up to the air pump, which I've already got back here and hooked up. I'm just going to hook this air hose in there. There we go. I can hear the air stone going and pumping air into that. Now we want to build the light chandelier that we're going to be using. So you take the extender in your first Y, screw that in there, and then your second Y, screw that in there so it's about 90 degrees to the rest of the structure here, like that. Screw in your 4 light bulbs. Now these are 1600 lumen bulbs, and once again they're daylight bulbs, so there's quite a bit of good light going to be shed on these because of these. These are actually equivalent to 100 watts of an incandescent light bulb. And then we're going to screw this into our fixture, just like this. It is a tight fit, but it does go. There we go. And you're set up to grow strawberries through the winter. I'm hoping to have a late January harvest off of these. And then the runners that these produce, I will turn into new plants to plant next spring. So there you go. There's hydroponic, deep water culture, strawberries for the wintertime. Thank you.